perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. The throw over the middle taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Come on. Zip it. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Hayward. Motion, man. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Hey. Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Kidd. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Move. Alert. 3 up. 49. Go. 49 to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Mike. Mike's 49.
I smell fear. I smell fear in that offense.
On 4th down, Kidd. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Right there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
59. Here we go. Check 59. Mike is...
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Cooper was the target there, but now it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Check, 59. Crunch time, defense. 59 is Mike. Front. Check, 59. I'm coming up. Ready, go.
To throw on 3rd down. Kidd. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here comes a very important kick now from Michael Badgley. This to almost certainly win the football game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 58, boy, 58, Mike. I got you.
Throwing again. Kidd. And an alley to run. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Go. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. F-O.
Operating from the gun. Kidd. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Set go.
On 4th down, Kidd. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's our time. It's our time. Undercut. Alert. Check it out, please. Check this.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. Whip. 56. Shit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael finding room to the 20. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Mike 50. 180. 51. Coming. Check. Hey, tight.
They'll run on 1st down. Carmichael. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll roll him out right. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Minnesota, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.